As Mr. Deanny said, along with the class of 2017, there are 4 staff members who are also completing their time in Assumption. Mrs. Wilson, our beloved attendance secretary. Mr. DeMello, a fantastic English teacher. Mrs. O'Brien, a special education resource teacher. Or may I say a special education resource teacher. And our vice principal, Mrs. Costello. I'd like to call upon Mrs. Costello to represent all our departing staff members in escorting the class valedictorian, a superbly fine young man, David Stankiewicz, to the podium.
Good evening to the very Reverend Monsignor Medeski, Ms. Trites, Ms. Ian Tomasi, Mr. Overholt, our Principal, Mr. Deanny, Vice Principal, Mrs. Costello, Chaplain, Ms. Taylor, guests, and fellow graduates. This is a day to be thankful and to be inspired. Fellow graduates, it is a gift to be as prepared as we are. Here we have had a high degree of excellence, and whatever our future holds, we will benefit from what we've learned here. We can also be thankful for our families. These past 4 years have presented us with a lot of ups and downs, and it is good to know that we've had our families in our corner, supporting us at every turn. Mom and Dad, I wouldn't be here without you. I would also like to acknowledge that the graduates aren't the only people leaving the school this year, but some teachers are also beginning a new chapter in their lives. Mr. DeMello, Mrs. Costello, and Mrs. Wilson, thank you for your dedication. You know, when I was first elected, I pledged to myself that I would fully embody the spirit of those that elected me. So in writing this speech, naturally, I went to the internet, Googled how to do it, and then procrastinated. Which reminds me, I'd also especially like to give a shout out to all the teachers involved with the ceremony for staying on top of their mind despite 200 graduates worth of forgetfulness, and for support and advice to me for this speech. It was a stark contrast to the previous valedictorian's advice to discuss memes for 10 minutes. I'd love to, but you don't want that. Graduation is a time to look forward for our future, but it's also a time to look back at everything we've learned these past 4 years of our life. Some of us have had the pleasure of learning algebraic equations we'll never think of or see again, and others have studied poetry we never understood to begin with, so I guess we're even. Of course, as many of you know, I'm a huge science nerd, and I've got to say, the lessons I'll never forget are the ones where I learned about light. Light is with us everywhere we go, and yet we have no idea what it is. And the effect that it has on our lives, because often we don't realize something's importance until it's gone. We were surrounded in light when we took the first dreadful steps onto school property and saw the massive high school that we'd be attending for the next portion of our lives. It was with us when we walked inside and realized that despite the building's size, the hallways filled to allow two-way traffic. It also made visible the schedules that we had to somehow decrypt before the start of first period on our first day. But then we got used to the school and began to enjoy everything that it offered. In our first year, our football team gave us the honor of cheering on a team at McMaster University, leading us to brave the cold and chant "Go Blue Go" more times than anyone can remember. And then they did it again and again. The same year, most of us also took the last French lesson of our lives. And despite Mr. Guérin's best attempts, I feel I'm not alone in saying that the only French I mastered was "Pardonnez-moi, je ne parle pas français." Pardon me, I don't speak French. Throughout the next years, our life was lit up with every school event, every personal moment, every school dance, barbecue, worm dissection, and intramural. Every personal moment, from a late night studying to the walk of shame the next day because you forgot City's Day and showed up in your uniform. With every ray of light, we seize the day and put our best foot forward. I'm a strong believer that the universe isn't made up of random occurrences, but that by recognizing the events around us, we can understand the way God calls us to live and understand His plan for us. You see, the light you see every day isn't what you think it is. As I'm sure you've seen in a rainbow, light is made up of many different colors that allow us to experience the world around us. Without every color in that spectrum, we would never live any of the events that made our lives what they are. Every one of us is a part of that same creative design. Think about all the amazing talents this graduating class possesses. We had amazing musicals, talented sports teams, AP classes, Model UN delegations that filled an entire school bus. And of course, student leadership led to some pretty entertaining elections. Every one of these utilize different skill sets and various interests. Together, they have given us the Assumption experience. Looking around at all of us, I realize that I don't know nearly enough about this graduating class. I wish we could learn each other's life stories, our dreams and ambitions. Whether you're entering the workforce, furthering your education, or returning to polish off your credentials, Assumption has given us the tools that we need to succeed at anything we set our mind to. Thinking back to the beginning of grade 9, I remember listening to a speech at one of our welcome assemblies. The speaker told us that at the end of high school, we would be given a ticket stub that will commemorate our time here at Assumption. Of course, we were in grade 9 and trying to focus on not being trampled in the hallway, so we didn't pay much attention. 4 years seemed like an eternity to us at that point. But now here we are, sitting in graduation gowns, and I couldn't be happier to be doing so. Not because I dislike my time at Assumption, but the opposite. The memories we've created will never leave us as hard as we try. Through the good and the bad, our memories make us who we are. And no matter what that is, you can rest assured that you complete the spectrum of society. The fact that every one of us has chosen a different path just means that we are strengthening the world with our diversity. Our lives will never be the same because last week we took the last high school exam of our life. And a few months from now, we begin the both terrifying and exhilarating transition into independence. No more hand-holding, no more free rides. Mostly. It can be an overwhelming feeling, but a great lady once said, "Nothing in life is to be feared, only to be understood." Take a look at our yearbook photos from 4 years ago and you'll see how scared we all looked. But year over year, they progressively got less cringy and we overcame our fears. So I'll leave you with one thing, one piece of advice that I've learned over the past few years. Don't be afraid to take risks, because I can tell you with certainty, you regret a missed opportunity far more than you regret a mistake. Follow your dreams, Crusaders, because every one of us has the capacity to change the world for the better. So for one last time, go Blue Go, and God bless you all.
In my script here I have "fantastic job, David," but I'm going to scratch that out and say, you nailed it. Good job.